Hello, Internet, and welcome, finally, after all this time, to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quintet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Van, and we are here, like I said last time, to play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here this morning with my friends, with my pals, with the crew of this particular show. Before we get started, there are some links in the chat to our socials. Game Nights has a Mastodon. We have a Blue Sky, and I forget to post on both of them constantly, but they're there, and I recommend following them just in case I decide to be a professional for once and remember to post about things. Mostly, you should join our Discord. That's where we hang out. That's where we post every time we go live, because I don't have to worry about it because we have a bot that takes care of it for me, because I'm a silly goose and I forget how to do things all the time on the internet. Join our Discord, coming out with us, subscribe to our YouTube, all that good stuff. Our schedule, if you're live with us on Twitch, is down below our faces. It's also pinned in the Discord. It is also on all of our social media channels. Our next live stream after this is going to be sometime in the future. It would normally be this evening, but our illustrious GM is traveling for this.
I honestly think our next one will be,
and then it would be
the
Monday.
29th.
We have a lot. That's a long time. It's a long time from now. Our next live stream will either be on a Saturday or a Monday. Coming up, because that's when we're streaming right now. We have a few games going on the channel. We have this game, we have our Blades in the Dark game, Hearts of Stone, on Saturday evenings, and then we have Red Jenny, a Dragon Age story that happens usually on Monday nights. But yeah, probably should have discussed the schedule before I started the stream, but I refuse to do things efficiently today because it's Saturday and I don't have to. So yeah, but we'll post about it. We'll post in the Discord and on our social media and everything when we are next live. You can join us for a myriad of TTRPGs on this channel because we love games and each other. And speaking of each other, I'm going to let my players here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting, as always, with Rob.
It's me, Rob, that guy that we're starting with. You can find me on the internet in various places at bonus stage Rob or bonus_stage_Rob. And I'm just usually here on Saturday playing some ding dingin' and Dorgan. And today I am playing Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year, probably. And Owlin Paladin /fighter /good boy.
Thank you, Rob. Next up is Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel, or Rachel Elizabeth, or Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle instead of an S. I'm here on Saturday. I'm on LB Hack'em Up's channel on Sundays. And someday I will be back on Nerd Immersion's YouTube channel on Thursdays. I think we might start in February. I don't know. Who knows? We'll figure it out. A bunch of adults doing adult things and trying to figure out scheduling. We all know the problem with that. Today I am playing Sereia Vale, the Circle of Wildfire druid, who is also a water genasi. That's the thing I missed.
That she is. Thank you, Rach. Next up is Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I am here on currently Saturdays and Mondays, playing and running games. I, like Van said, I run our game of Hearts of Stone on, Saturdays normally after this, how we play Blades in the Dark. And then on Mondays, I run a game called Red Jenny, which we play the Dragon Age TTRPG. I will be traveling next week or starting this afternoon, so I will not be here to run those games, so they will not be returning until I am back on the 29th, I think will be the next game that I run. So, yeah, but today I'm going to be playing Law Justicia, who is a Wizzificer tiefling.
Thank you, Val. I'm going to use this opportunity to tell you that your captions, once again, are not cooperating and have died.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know why your computer hates them so much, but thank you in advance for your work in correcting this issue. We'll talk about it in your next one-on-one. Thanks. Finally, it's Wally's turn.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You find me here playing games with all these wonderful people. As you find me over on Who's_Kids YouTube channel playing some Lurking Legends of Fun, One Piece inspired TTRPG. It is bananas. I love it. You will love it. Come check it out. But today I am playing Damian, the dragon monk who is powered by anime and Jesus Christ, the savior in our hearts.
Okay. Great. I love that for him.
I feel incredibly underdressed for the job that I'm apparently at right now, and also I should pray more.
Look,
I'm concerned.
Damian just has the Holy Spirit in him.
That makes sense.
He has a Holy Spirit, truly. So as we can all tell, it's gonna be one of those. We have that it's been a while energy.
It's been a while energy.
I feel
Which
like
is fine.
it's only one of those when we're not like this.
You guys want to drop this fight and go fuck with that door again?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
This thing.
at this
Fuck
point,
whatever's going on here. I don't whatever.
Yeah, what is the mechanic for calling a timeout?
Yeah, like
You
can
just
I,
say
like,
time
can I
out.
use my
You
turn?
just say
Can David
time
just
out.
hold up his hand and say time out, time
time
out?
out. You have to do
I have
this.
to wait
Can
for
we
it,
just- can we
Vegeta.
break
It's his
for
turn.
Can we break for orange slices or something?
All
I
right.
need a snack.
I'm starting to feel like it's just always one of those.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I feel like one
Yeah.
of those refers
this
to when we're
squad.
like hinged.
And
Which
those
we
never happen.
refuse to be. All
I just
right.
accept it.
Last
You
time.
can be hinged.
Wait, you guys can be hinged.
No.
You guys aren't always unhinged. I, as the internet knows at this point, am always in just various states of unhinged. And speaking of unhinged, last time on this particular show, the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quintet, you were really bebopping around the Palace of Heart's Desire. You guys explored a lot of rooms, opened a lot of doors. I think the most important findings being you solved my heads in drawers puzzle. You solved my Baba Yaga puzzle, and chanted your way into the central tower of the palace. You made your way all the way up to the top, discovered what is essentially Zyvilna's little black book and magic quill, which you were able to write your names in, allowing you access to any room in the palace you wanted. You also sabotaged your enemies here, crossing their names out of the book. I believe both the Hourglass Coven and the League of Malevolence have now had their names crossed out, so they will no longer have access to the rest of the palace as their heart's desire. You made your way down into the... you made your way up to the vault door, fucked with it for a while, and then ultimately decided, I don't want to do this right now, I'll come back to it, which is hilarious to me. Because every time I put a door in front of you guys, it's just a whole thing, which is very funny. And
That door
enjoy it
was a
quite
whole
bit.
thing, though. Like,
Yes, that door is a whole thing.
it's a whole thing.
Yeah. And you started working on it and then said, nope, this is a later problem, which is an extremely valid strategy. And I like it. Made your way down into the throne room, or what was left of it, and encountered Kellic, and Warduke, and after they promptly threatened to banish or kill you, started a fight in which the knights portrayed in the stained glass windows around the throne room came to life. Yada, yada, yada. We rolled initiative, we started a fight, and we are going to continue that fight now. At the top of the round, with Damian.
Okay.
So,
I see. So I have Warduke and those glasswork golems, right?
yes, so there are 7 of these stained glass knights scattered around the room. Kellic is still standing nearby the throne in the center of the room. Warduke has made his way into the fray and is right there with you, Damian, and also with you, Willoughby. There's one cockatrice left. The other 2 have been absolutely destroyed. Not destroyed, but they poofed out of existence very quickly. Dutch nearby, the wildfire spirit nearby, their respective... I was going to say owners, but that seems strange to say. Their respective leaders.
Creators.
Creators, handlers. That's good. Those are good. And then Willoughby, you also have your shadow that is nearby, hanging out with a couple of these.
And I
these glasswork
appreciate
knights.
how adorable that artwork is for the shadow. Thank you.
a very small house. So I'm not going to rely too much on the map. This is just sort of like a general image, so you guys can sort of tell how many are left, because there's a lot of moving pieces here. But yeah, Damian, you're sort of in between a couple of these knights and Warduke with Willoughby and his shadow nearby backing you up. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack the Warduke twice.
Okay.
With my fists.
With your fists, you're gonna punch Warduke.
I'm gonna punch Warduke. Punch him in the snout.
and
The first one is a 28
Yes.
to hit,
Yes.
and the second one is a 23 to hit.
That will also do it.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
That's
Yeah, and as a reminder for everyone, Warduke is a very large armored man with a flaming sword in one hand, probably a flaming dagger in the other, wearing a helm of dread, actually, which you guys have seen before, which blocks out his face but shows his 2 red glowing eyes.
That is 12 points in total of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna do a flurry of blows. Do 2 more.
All right.
That down. Okay. Okay, the first one is an 18.
That will just hit.
Okay, and the second one is a 19.
That will also hit.
Okay, so that's another. That's 15 points of magical bludgeoning.
Okay. As Damian lets loose a flurry of blows and magic that surrounds his fists, making impacts into Warduke and his armor. You can hear a little bit of grunting underneath the helmet as you do some pretty significant damage.
Take it.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. That is going to be Kellic's turn.
He is standing in my upcast moonbeam.
He is standing in the moonbeam, so he is going to make a Constitution saving throw, which he's pretty good at. And I keep calling him a wizard. He's not a wizard. He's a sorcerer. That is a 15.
Oh, he
That's
is
not enough, is it?
No, it's not.
That is not. All right, so he's going to take
He
some
is going to
moonbeam
take-
damage.
30 points of damage.
Woo!
I upcasted to 5th level.
Woo! Ouch! As he begins his turn in the spicy light, the moonbeam just starting to burn holes in the robes that he is wearing. You hear him cry out in pain as he's immediately going to leave this area. You see Kellic sort of like scrambling backwards a little bit, trying to maintain some of his gravitas that he thinks he has. Anyway, he's gonna sort of back up and scramble kind of around the throne, putting more of these glasswork knights in between him and you all, as you are proving to be quite the force to be reckoned with. What is he gonna do here? What's he gonna do here? Oh, he's gonna roll to see if he gets his fiery explosion back. He does not. So instead, what are you gonna cast? What are you gonna cast? Trying to friggin' remember what this man can do. Hold, please. Can you cast that spell? Ooh. One moment. Searching the spell list. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Kellic is going to, as he scrambles around the throne, putting the rest of the knights in between himself and the rest of you, he is going to look over at... Oh, it's Sereia. Because you absolutely blasted him with the moonbeam.
Yeah, she's been staring him down over Willoughby and past Warduke.
Yeah, he is going to point his staff in your direction. You see him sort of mutter something under his breath as this dark energy sort of forms on the end of his staff and starts to make its way sort of waving over the battlefield towards you, and as it starts to wrap itself around your head, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 15.
That is not gonna do it. And Sereia, as this dark energy sort of wraps itself around you, you feel all of the anger and you had towards this man start to fade away, and then you look and you see your good friend Kellic over there, really struggling as he casts Dominate Monster on you. So you are charmed by Kellic currently. And let's see. Oh yeah, you hear his voice inside your head as the spell creates a telepathic link between the two of you, and I don't remember what he sounded like, so if this is different, forgive me. But you hear his voice in your head saying, "Now, be a dear and take care of the rest of them for me. Yes? Excellent."
I know that's the voice you have for him, but in my head he sounds like Skeletor.
He could also sound like Skeletor.
It's like, yeah, no, Sereia, destroy these buffoons. Yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, you do with that what you will. And that is going to be Kellic's turn. Where'd the encounter go? Lost the encounter. The golems, I believe, are next. Sorry, folks. We're getting back into it. Yes.
I need to Google it because I need to remember the name. That did sort of lean into Snarf territory. From He-Man.
That's
which
fine
may
too.
be the same voice. I haven't compared them lately.
It's fine too. I'm okay with both of those. Yep, it is gonna be the Glasswork Knights' turn. They are going to take their respective attacks. The two that had not quite made it into the fray are going to do so. They are going to run up and flank Warduke on either side, giving them, putting them in range of Willoughby and Damian. So I'm just gonna start at the top and go down from there. They are gonna make 2 attacks each this round. And I'm gonna start with Law.
Jeez.
You're gonna get 2 sword attacks. That's really bad. I seriously doubt that's gonna do it. That's like a 12.
That will miss.
That is the same number. So one of them takes 2 big sword swipes at you. You easily dodge out of the way. This next one is gonna make 2 attacks against Sereia. And that first one is a natural 20.
That'll hit.
And the second one is I've rolled a 9 again. So that's just not it. But
That one will not.
not it. So for the one that does hit you, 8, 12, 13. It's going to be 15 points of slashing damage. Oh
And I get to make another wisdom saving throw, right?
no!
Against
And you
the
do
spell.
get to make a wisdom saving throw. Throw a bunch of dice on the ground.
Oh, for the love of God, another 15.
Yep, that is not gonna do it. You are still charmed. Fortunately for
I have a
Alec.
+9, and I keep rolling 6s.
This is your jam. I'm surprised you're failing.
Me too.
It's okay. You'll get out of it.
Eventually, which hopefully before I hurt my friends.
We'll see. 2 of them are going to make their way towards Willoughby. So Willoughby, you're going to get 4 attacks. I don't know if they can hit you. Their modifier's not great. That's an 18.
No.
That's a 19.
No.
That's 13.
No.
That's a natural 20.
Whatever. Yeah.
So one of them hits you.
Just picturing all
Ooh,
these golems just sitting there whacking against Willoughby. Willoughby just standing
Whoa. Whoa.
17.
Whoa.
That tickles.
3. That's 25 slashing damage. That I rolled really high on that one.
Owie. That
Uh,
went hard.
But just the one, because your armor class I think is 70.
Yeah.
Willoughby's playing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for you, Damian, 3 of them have sort of made their way
Oh
up
no.
in your general vicinity. So you're
no.
going to get 2, 4, 6 attacks.
Okay.
Against
Checking
you?
something real quick. I just can't remember where protection comes into play. If
Sure.
I need to be 5 feet away from the creature or from my friend.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having trouble finding it.
No, you're fine. It's been a
there it
bit
is.
since we did that.
When wearing a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. So
I want to say that you and
You're right
Damian
next
were
to me,
right
yeah.
next to each other.
We're right next to each other.
yeah, I'm just that sentence is worded strange. Please impose disadvantage on. Is it just Glassworks attaching or attacking, or is Warduke hitting him as well?
It's not Warduke's turn yet, so it's just the 3 knights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just impose disadvantage on one of the Glassworks.
Oh, I'll do it on the first
on
one.
just one attack. Yeah.
We'll do the first one at disadvantage. Oh, that's 15.
Yep, misses.
The second one is a 22.
That hits.
Okay, that's one. 18.
That hits on the button.
That's like 7.
Okay.
All right, 2 more. 15 is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And a natural 20.
Yep.
It happens when you roll that many attacks. So the first one, 9 is 12 slashing damage.
Mhm.
The second one is 7, 8, 9. Also 12 slashing damage. And then, wow! That's crap. 7, 10, 13. The natural 20 was only 13 slashing damage.
Okay, so how many in total did I get?
12 plus 12 plus 13.
24 plus 13. That's 37. Okay.
37. Slashing damage.
Ow.
As Damian is just absolutely overwhelmed by 3 of these knights who don't do the thing. They're not like the polite villains in movies or video games where they take turns. They all sort
they
of
just
come
jumped me,
down upon you with their glass swords.
They just jumped me, just started stomping on me over and over again.
Did. That is going to be all of their turns, which brings us to Sereia. Now, Sereia, you have been given a command. I will let you decide how you carry that out.
Wait, how is it my turn? Because of my command.
No, you're just after them in initiative.
Oh, I am? Oh, we already went to the top again?
Mm-hmm. No.
No,
You haven't taken a turn yet.
Oh, I haven't. You're right.
You just
My
had the
brain.
moonbeam damage.
Yeah, I had the moonbeam damage. I was like, I thought that was my
Oh,
turn.
I see. I see where the
So,
confusion is. I
yeah,
was like, what's happening?
Yeah, no, my brain was confused.
Yes, no,
on
it's-
moving the moonbeam. Because I was going to move it on my turn, but then I did damage for it. So.
Yes, yeah. Kellic took the damage at the top of
Took
his
the
turn.
damage at the top of his turn. Yep, we're good.
It's
Because
okay.
I was going to move it.
It's been a long
Like-
time since we did this.
I guess I'm gonna move it.
Okay. Who are you going to move it to?
I don't know. I don't want to move it, but I think that's what Sereia would do in her command thing. So,
Who does Sereia see as the biggest threat?
Willoughby.
I'm flattered, but also,
and he's
Fuck.
also right in front of.
I mean, do it. Warduke's right on top of me, so
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that's like she's facing that way, and she would just pull the moonbeam like towards her.
Okay. So Sereia, you pull the moonbeam through the throne room, and Willoughby, you feel something's wrong.
well,
This light
hey,
just got
Sereia,
very
whoa,
spicy.
hey.
So Willoughby, yeah, when you enter the space on the first time, so yeah, Willoughby, make a Constitution saving throw. I need to pull the spell back up.
I don't like this at all. Why did I upcast this to 5th level?
That's an 18.
That saves.
Okay, so you'll take half.
You'll take half of below. Okay, you're gonna take 12.
Okie
So it was
dokie.
24, so,
So
12 is halved.
radiant damage. If I don't know if you have anything for radiant damage or not, but
Mm-mm.
I was gonna see if you also get to make a saving throw on your turn, but I don't think so. I think it's just when you take damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a fool. You should be adding my +4. I just remembered that you're right next to me.
Oh, to my
to the
saving
save.
throws? Oh no. I guess I'll have to remember that for the next time I take damage.
Saving throw. Issue commands. Let me just double check. Take precise control of the target. I don't think he's gonna do that. Nope, just when you take damage. So Willoughby, Sereia pulls the moonbeam towards the center of everything that is happening here, bypassing Warduke and the glasswork knights that are around you, and pulling it directly on top of you. You can do with that information what you will.
She
And
probably
my-
just, her aim was probably just a little fuzzy. There's a lot of glass flying
Well,
right now. It's
My
It's
bonus
alright.
action is going to make this a lot more obvious, probably.
she probably didn't mean it.
Because my wildfire spirit is going to get a command from me and attack law. because they're right next to
Oh,
Okay. All right, make
Oh,
your
no.
attack roll.
it. Let's see. I'm gonna do a custom. There's another thing to roll for it. That's a 18.
Does that hit you?
20. No, hold on. I'm counting.
Oh,
It's a
yeah, I was just thinking
27.
that definitely hits me.
okay.
Yeah.
As a mote of fire, law so smashes directly into your back.
What the fuck?
And the
Sereia?
wildfire spirit is attacking you, and you're going to take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fire damage.
Okay, and I'm resistant.
you're
Wait,
resistant.
you don't have a thing for like ignoring resistances, do you?
No.
Okay, cool. So I take 5?
What was the number?
11?
11.
Yeah, it was 11.
You round down or up? I don't remember.
I round down, so 5.
Okay, 5.
So you take 5 fire damage as a mote of fire is just thrown directly into your shoulder, into your back.
Hey, your fire friend is getting a little frisky.
And that is
Sereia?
anything else, Sereia?
Sereia.
Nope, that's it.
All right, that is
she's attacked 2 friends.
that is gonna bring it to Warduke's turn. And with his flame tongue longsword, he's gonna make 3 attacks. And we're gonna spread love between Willoughby and Damian. So Willoughby, the first attack is gonna go to you. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take. Oh, later. You're gonna take some damage. For definitely sure, as soon as I can find my damn dice. It's gonna be 16 slashing damage plus 10 fire damage from that attack.
Hot.
He is gonna
Hot.
hot. He is gonna turn to Damian and make a second attack. That is just absolute garbage. That's like a 14.
that misses.
All right, and he doesn't like that, so he's gonna attack you again.
Oh, okay.
His third attack. That's not great. Well, 12. Does an 18 hit you?
On the button.
That is your armor class. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, freaking throwing dice everywhere. So you are going to take 13 slashing damage.
Oof.
And garbage, 6 fire damage.
Oof.
As the flame tongue sword slashes through your defenses on the second hit. That is all Warduke can do. That cockatrice is gone. That cockatrice is gone. This cockatrice, with his 1 hit point left, is gonna bite at Law's ankles.
Dude, just die, please.
That's like a 5 to hit.
Just kick him
No.
off.
I kick him.
And then I kick her, sir.
You kick out, and that is all he can do. But he's trying his best down there. That is going to bring it to Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year.
Whoa, boy. Okay.
You're still in the moonbeam.
Yeah. What do I do about that?
You roll a Constitution saving throw when you start your turn in it.
Cool.
And then please get out of it.
Will a 25 do it?
Yes, it will.
So half damage.
Please be low.
Half of
30, so 15.
Okay.
Sweet.
damage.
Everything hurts.
Yeah, I'm really hurting.
So sorry.
Yeah, Willoughby and
The healer
Damian.
is charmed. This is not good.
Willoughby and Damian are looking rough.
Yeah.
Really rough.
Yeah.
But yes,
Okay.
but you can move out of the space. It's only a 5-foot space, so you can literally
Yeah.
just like sidestep it if you would like to.
Okay. I think what I will do is
Punch Sereia.
Just punch it right in the face.
I'm just trying to figure out what the probably focus on Warduke. I don't know.
I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. So if you could focus on Ward, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may be able to help with the Sereia situation.
Same. I think I might be able to also.
Okay. So, what I am going to do, I'm just trying to like maximize things that I can do that don't take actions, and bonus actions and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna make an attack at Warduke to start.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
It's actually even higher. Okay.
Oh well, then it misses.
Okay, got it. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yes,
Let's see how many
that'll do it.
D8s I can cough up to make this a little easier on myself. Because I will be casting Divine Smite at a second level.
Okay.
That is going to be 2d6 plus 1 for each. Okay, so this will be my regular slashing.
Okay.
That's going to be 10 slashing, and then
Okay.
13 radiant.
Okay. Ouch.
Okay, and then I'm going to make another attack at him.
Okay.
It's a natural one. Can I use my inspiration?
You sure can.
Sick. Okay, that's even higher than the last one. That's like a 29 or something.
that'll do
29. Okay, cool.
Oh no, 29 is
another-
actually his lucky number, so that
Oh,
one
no.
doesn't.
shit. Well, fuck me. And then I'll do one more divine smite at second level.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 16 slashing and
Okay.
nope, 14 slashing. That's not how math works. And
Okay.
ooh, that's rough. 12 radiant.
12 radiant. Okay. Whew.
And
Ouch.
then I am going to. So, what's the rules on when something enters the moonbeam?
They take damage if they begin their turn there or the first time they enter the moonbeam.
First time they enter there.
Yeah,
Okay.
the first time they enter it, and then if they start their turn in it.
You said I can be cheeky and sidestep it.
Yes, it only takes up a 5-foot space. So yeah, you can step out of it without causing
Cool.
yourself too
So
much
I'm gonna-
drama.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sidestep out of it,
Okay.
and then I am going to bonus action, manifest echo, teleport, and I'm
Okay.
gonna switch places with my echo. So the echo is next to the moonbeam
Okay.
because it only has 1 HP. So if it takes damage, it's gone.
Okay. So you essentially flip flop.
Yeah, I flip flop
on
with the echo.
different sides of Damian.
Yeah. And then I'm going to unleash incarnation and make another attack, which doesn't take an action. I'm going to make another attack with the echo
Against
at
Warduke.
Warduke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Will an 18 do it?
An 18 will just hit.
Holy shit. Okay, sick.
This
we've
man
done
is
this in the
playing
past.
goddamn
Did-
Dungeons and Dragons.
Did we ruled in the past that I can make divine smites from the echo? Are we chill with that?
I think because you can you cast
I feel
spells
like
through it?
Let's double check that before I do some bullshit.
I know you can attack through it.
Mentally commanded. Any attack you make can originate from you or your echo's space.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, why we ruled it that way.
Yep.
Okay, sick.
That sounds
So
right.
I'm gonna do one last divine smite at
Okay.
first level, just
Okay.
to conserve some spell slots.
I love it when you guys get crazy.
So it's gonna be 18 slashing and 14 radiant on Warduke.
Okay.
And then I am going to stand by.
Punch Sereia
Action.
directly in the nose.
No.
Willoughby
I'm
would
going
never.
to. That's an action. I'm going to action surge,
Yes.
and I am going to slap Damian with 30 HP of
Hot
lay on
damn.
Lay on
hands.
hands. Okay. Damian, you heal 30 as Willoughby lays a wing on you, a hand on you.
I high five Willoughby.
You'll be the
I like to
surge
think
of
that I
healing
did
energy.
that as I was swapping places with the echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sort of clotheslines you with healing as he goes past.
And I've used my bonus action. I've used my action surge. I think that's all I got. That's I've done what I can.
Okay.
That's me.
Warduke suddenly looks
Suddenly Warduke.
not good. There, his armor and helmet covers up most of him, but you can see blood starting to leak through the chinks in his armor. Wow, he went from fine to bloodied to not good. He's got the
You went from
bad,
fine to
not
fucked
good.
up.
he's flashing red.
Jeez.
Ooh. Law.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
Okay. I know we're not using this exactly to scale, but I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, about how far across is this room?
The map itself is to scale. I think the squares are 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
10,
can use that. So yeah, they're 10
So
foot
60?
squares. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, so about 60 feet
Okay.
radius, the tower. Or not radius, diameter.
Diameter. Okay.
Yeah, 60
cool.
feet in diameter.
And would you say that the cockatrice, the golems, and Kellic in front of me are kind of in a line?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to actually provoke the attack of opportunity from the cockatrice to wrap around to get around the other side of this golem behind me.
Okay.
Um
All right. so
and
you sort of-
then so like back against the wall.
yeah, so it's
and
gonna make an attack.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hit you.
then thankfully. It's gonna be really weird if it hit me and then like petrified me or something.
I love that little cockatrice. He's so tenacious.
He's trying his best. He's really working hard.
Okay.
Trying so hard.
Yeah.
And
so I
as a
would
group, have we ruled out any kind of damage that that these golems are
any resistances?
immune to or resistant to?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
And with my understanding of constructs, I'm going to assume they might be resistant and immune to the same stuff Dutch is. But
I think you could safely make that assumption. No, I don't think you have done any of. Yeah, I don't think so.
okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to give this a shot. Law cranks up Judgment, holds it forward. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt
Woo!
at a 4th level, but I'm going to change the damage type to Necrotic using my Awakened Spellbook.
All right, so you can get.
I was hoping to get the 3 Clockwork Golems,
The
the Cockatrice, and Kellic.
Yep, you sure can. You maneuver yourself around to essentially put your back to the wall of the tower and fire this necrotic blast in between two of these pillars, catching all of them in a line, just missing Dutch on one side and Warduke on the other.
I wish I could have gotten Warduke in this, but I don't think there's any way
Nah,
for me to.
he's too cool to get caught in a lightning bolt. That's a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw from all of them, DC 20.
DC 20. Okay, I'm going to start with Kellic. So I'm just going down the initiative tracker. He fails.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3 on the knights. Dexterity, they're not great at that. That's a fail. That's definitely a fail. Well, that's a natural 1. Where did all my 20s go? The cockatrice. Come on, little guy.
I don't think it's gonna matter if the
I kind
cockatrice.
of hope he gets it.
I kind of hope he
Okay.
gets it just as a 1 win before
He's
it's
got
dead.
he's got 1 hit point left.
He's gonna die anyway, but I hope he saves.
Oh my gosh.
So 21 for the
It
cockatrice.
succeeds, yeah.
And
He dodges.
that's
but
it. That's
still
all of them.
gets-
That's all of
He
them. So
still
he's
gets a little sliver of lightning gets him.
no, the cockatrice is absolutely blasted out of existence. And like the other two, its form sort of like folds in on itself, and it
Imagine
just
this is-
disappears.
Blast of like black lightning coming out from Law's.
Okay, so they are all gonna take full damage.
All right, let's get some good damage rolls here. Did it not? It's not going to roll the damage. I'm just going to roll it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of 2s. That's 26 points of damage. That could have been better.
Okay. Kellic, still up.
Okay.
All three. How much was it?
26.
26. The first golem is just shattered as the force of this like necrotic energy just very quickly kind of radiates through it, and it cracks into a bunch of pieces, and just glass goes everywhere. The other two are still up, but they pieces of them just sort of start to fall away. That's a lot, as they take quite a bit of damage.
Okay.
So the
does
one right
Kellic
in
have
front
to
of
make
you
a-
is dead as hell.
Does Kellic have to make a concentration check?
Is Dominate Monster concentration? I bet it is. It would make sense if it was. Let me look. Why do I keep closing this window? I don't know. It is concentration. So he is gonna make a concentration check. DC 26. 13 is half of 26.
Yeah, 13 is half of 26.
I keep throwing dice on the ground. All right, my dude. Yeah, he's got a +5.
Okay. It's an 8.
And he rolled a 7
Fuck yeah.
on the dice. So 1 off as he loses his handle on the spell, as he is very, very injured. You can see the like necrotic, some of the necrotic energy from the spell is like hanging around, and he's got these like sort of black veins like running up his neck. He's holding on for dear life. Sereia, you are no longer charmed.
Thank you. I've been so stressed.
I cannot believe he failed that saving throw.
I'm not done with this guy yet, though.
Boy, I
I-
think he knows it. I think you can see the panic start to rise in his face.
Sereia snaps out of this like charm and just like eyes him across the room like
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, beans.
I'm gonna bonus action say Dutch get and send Dutch to go punch Kellic in the fucking
Okay,
face.
Dutch begins to move across the room. Can they make it there?
It's Dutch was 40 feet of
Oh
movement.
yeah, they can make it. as Dutch towering over Kellic.
Let's see. It is D20. Well, it's a natural one. Never mind.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Dutch, you failed me.
Kellic holding on by a thread, desperately sort of backs away from Dutch in time to not get punched by a big robot.
Cool.
Anything else?
I think that's all I got.
All right, that is going to bring us to Damian.
I've been thinking about this for a while, and now that Sereia is free from the control, I don't have to do my first plan. My new plan is Damian draws the Defender Greatsword, the Defender Short Sword, rather.
Okay.
And what I would like to do, because Defender Short Sword says that when the first time I attack with it, on each of the sword's turns, I can transfer some of the sword's bonus to my armor class.
Yes.
And I get +3 bonus, so I'm going to take all of that and put that right into my armor class.
Okay.
So my armor class is now 21.
Okay. So you'll take them away from your attack bonus.
Yeah. So that means I'm rolling with a +9 and +9 and +4. Okay. So I'm swing 2 times with the Defender Short Sword.
Okay. Who at? Warduke?
Yeah, Warduke. So the first one is a 23.
Yep.
And the second hit is a 21.
Yep.
Okay. That's so that's 18 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And is he still looking rough again?
He's rough. Yeah, he's looking rough.
Okay, and then what I'm going to do is for my bonus action. Yeah, for my bonus action, I'm going to do Flurry of Blows.
All right.
So it's 2
more
more
attacks.
unarmed strikes. So that is a 22 on the first one.
Yep.
And woohoo, and that's 20 of the second one.
Yep.
So it's that is 19 points of slashing magical punching damage.
Okay. He's still up.
Oh boy, but my AC is now 21.
Your AC is now 21. Anything else? Damian?
That's all I can do.
That is going to be Kellic's turn. As he, from next to Dutch, you see him sort of look at Dutch and look out onto the field, and you hear him. Well, I guess you're all pretty far away, but he mutters under his breath, and then he calls out, "Warduke, finish this." And
I mean, he can try.
He is going to put both hands on his staff, and you see this purple energy start to form around him as
I'm going to counterspell that bitch.
thought you might is going to
job.
try to get his ass out of here with a
'Cause I should have done that last time, but I wanted to see what
dimension
spell he was
door.
casting.
It's dimension door. So
Was the
it's a fourth level
Warduke
spell.
casting, or was that Kellic casting?
No, Kellic is casting it.
Okay.
He's just telling Warduke, finish this.
You said it's a dimension door?
It's a dimension door. It's a fourth level spell.
I'm going to 4th level counterspell, so I don't have to roll.
You're just gonna counterspell it, okay? And as the door starts to form around
I
him,
have that fucking spell.
and in front of him, all of a sudden it snaps closed, and you just hear Kellic go, "Fuck!"
Sereia smirks across the field at him.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's right, bitch. You leave when I tell you can leave.
Oh man.
Damian yells at Kellic. You know who else said fuck? Your mom.
Wow.
That was for you, Marwin.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Captain Merwin. Nobody fucking knows who that is. I don't think he can do anything as a bonus action. He's just stuck here. Dutch can take reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's not gonna risk it. He's just gonna exist here, waiting
And
for
wait
death.
to die.
Waiting for
Just lays down,
Wait
just
for
lays.
the wait
He
for the
just-
spicy light.
He just takes
He
off his
just-
robe, rolls it up, and just lays down with his head down, just like I'm just gonna lay down.
No.
here.
Sits down with his arms and his
No,
knees.
he's gonna run. He's gonna try to run for the stairs.
Okay.
He's
He's
just-
just gonna try to punch him.
All right. He's gonna risk it.
I mean, with how bad Dutch rolled the last time, that's probably not a bad bet. Well, 16 plus 11 is a 27.
That is.
I have to remind myself how much damage Dutch does.
Yeah,
It's-
one hit point. It doesn't matter.
It's 1 hit point.
The guy starts to see. Now I'm just picturing the guy
One hit
gets
point
up. He's
left.
like Kellic just goes, well, stands up and starts to run. Dutch just goes, smacks him
Just
upside
smack
the
Right
head.
in the back of the head.
All right. Are you
like-
trying to kill him? Is this lethal or non-lethal? I'll give you that.
I don't think Dutch is instinctively programmed to lethally kill people.
Okay, so
to,
just
I think
guy-
Dutch kind of just knocks him out.
I just see
Alright.
this guy hitting the wall
Backhands
and
his ass.
falling over in the most Family Guy like fall pose like that. On
yeah. He goes to run and
Slams into
Dutch
a column.
just absolutely slams him right in the back of the neck, and he just like a sack of potatoes just drops. So Kellic is out.
Satisfying. I'm so glad I put Dutch
Yeah,
there.
he had literally had one hit point left.
I'm so mad.
And as this fight was scary
It
It
was so
was.
scary.
It
for a
was.
bit, and
Yeah,
then
it was genuinely terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
and then Kellic sort of pulled the rug out a little bit.
Pulled a little whoopsie.
He had it, and Kellic had an accident. He fell. As Kellic drops to the ground, the glass knights sort of creak to a stop, and they all sort of freeze. The ones that are left, they all sort of freeze in place. And I'm looking for my freaking music. What's a good one for this? No. I'll leave it on for now. As the dust sort of settles, all of the glasswork knights come to a halt, and you all see Warduke in the center of the room, kind of clocks very quickly what is happening, and injured, and sort of realizing the situation that he finds himself in, just kind of slowly puts his hands up, shakes his head, and speaks for, I think, the first time. Says, well, this is a fine situation I find myself in. If you want to kill me, I understand.
Well, we could kill you. Or you can just lay down your weapons and your armor and dip.
I could present a third option.
What's the third option?
Kellic doesn't pay me that well.
Well, we're students, so we're probably not going to pay you that well either.
Yeah, we live on like cup noodles and beer.
You're here looking for something, though.
Yes.
I assume for some kind of reward.
Was there a reward?
Was there a
Do we know
reward
of
for
any
this?
reward?
The satisfaction of a job well done.
Right. And
Yeah, that-
isn't that worth its weight in gold?
Tell you what,
Also, Willoughby, your voice got so deep.
Yeah.
he's very
The
in
beard's
church.
coming in a little bit.
Willoughby hit puberty during this fight.
I killed a man today.
Forgot I
what.
was supposed to be a character.
Everyone was very scared for a little bit. Tell you what, I imagine you're here to undo whatever this magic bullshit is,
That's
right?
exactly it. Yeah.
And I imagine you will then be on the good side of a pretty powerful fae.
Probably.
Cut me in on that. I'll help you out.
You want like a wish from the Fae or something?
Nah, just pretend like I'm part of the team.
Okay.
You want us
Why?
to vouch for you with the Fae.
And why would we do that?
Why not?
Because you seem like a dick.
Why is that?
And you and your friends have been going around doing a lot of shitty things around here. Your league of malevolence.
They're not my friends. Kellic paid me to watch his back. That's the extent of my involvement.
All right. Where are the other members of this this Unjustice League?
That's a better name.
Just came up with it.
Well, Kellic's right there. The little sneaky asshole was over in the library poking around, and the other ones I haven't seen in a while. They had left and were looking around for whatever it was Kellic was looking for. Alicorn. The Alicorn, right. So yeah, I think there's only one more left in the palace.
I look at the others and I kind of like shuffle over to them and like do a little tiny huddle. Do you think when they're talking about the alicorn, they're talking about the horn we found when we freed the rocking horse, right? Because unless there's another alicorn that we don't know about.
If they are, a lot of people wanted this.
I think there's another one here.
Otherwise, we're really gonna have to backtrack.
I look back at the war dude. This alicorn that he was looking for. Did the sisters know about it? Him looking for it also?
That I don't know. He wasn't their biggest fan. Or he isn't their biggest fan. He's not dead. He's right there.
Not dead yet.
Hey,
I think he's kind of dead. Like pokes his head and like oh nope, that's dead.
No, he should be alive. He's
He's
Dutch has a
sleeping.
light touch.
He's sleeping.
hey, whatever you want to do with him, that ain't my business.
We probably want to ask him some questions, don't we?
Yeah, because I think we may have already taken care of this whole alicorn business.
Well, okay. I need to step out of character because it's been 2 months since we played this, and I'm trying to remind myself what
Yep.
they wanted this horn for. Because we found that out. We know that more than one, that a bunch of people are looking for this. Because
So you don't have all of the information, but you do know that the alicorn an alicorn. An alicorn is just a unicorn horn.
yeah.
That a unicorn horn and the cauldron are connected, and that they are both connected to whatever this magic is that has frozen the palace in time.
Okay.
So we definitely don't know if the alicorn they're talking about is the same alicorn we found.
Nope.
We're assuming no, because one of the sisters had an alicorn at her house, and then we
Yeah.
put it on the rocking horse, and that made a unicorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
If
one
she
is
just
gone,
had
so
that
there's
sitting in
another
a
one.
chest in her
Yeah.
house, I think she would have solved this problem already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's got to be a different one.
I will say you guys do also know that because you read some of their correspondence, that's that the rest of the coven is aware that Scabatha had an alicorn and then lost it.
Okay.
Okay.
But they're searching the palace right now for an alicorn.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. I don't know, y'all. Do we really want Hot Topic here tagging along with us? Let's put it to a vote. All in favor of him joining us?
Good.
The enemy of my enemy, I guess.
Guess so.
All right. What special skills do you bring to the table?
He just sort of holds up a flaming sword, or he holds up a sword, and then he kind of goes, and it.
I mean, Willoughby
It
can
does
do
it
that.
again. Hey, listen. Mea culpa, I get it. I will very gladly take my shit and leave. I'm just this is my job. It's sort of my job to just get paid to follow people around. So
All right. Okay, Duke. How did you get involved in this? Before the Feywild? After the Feywild? Are you native here?
oh no, I'm not from here. I'm from Waterdeep.
Right. I can tell from your Waterdeep accent.
Yeah. It's the rural area outside of Waterdeep.
So you just, this Kellic guy came to you and was like, hey, my evil friends and I are planning on doing some shit in another plane of existence, and
No, Kellic came to me and paid me to watch his back, so I did. That's sort of my whole thing.
all right, what's your going rate?
Some amount of money. I don't know. It's reasonable amount of money to pay for a mercenary with a flaming sword. It's expensive. He's expensive.
He looks like he's very expensive.
And you just want us to put in a good word with you, with the people in charge here, so they don't kick your ass.
Hey, I just want an easy way home.
All right. I mean, I'm fine with it, but if we find out that you've committed any like war crimes or anything, I think this deal is moot.
Yeah, War Duke.
Well,
Well,
listen, I just do what people pay me to do.
uh-huh.
But do you should I just leave? Is this a moot point? Should I just go?
I don't know. How many people have you murdered?
Quite
How
a
many
few.
Geneva conventions have you broken?
I don't know who that is.
So is like War Duke just like a name you chose, or are you really like a Duke of War?
No, it just kind of evolved into a moniker over the
Oh,
years.
well, what's your name?
I don't remember.
Well, that's kind of sad.
When you've been in as many fights as I have, the brain cells start. Listen, should I stay or should I go? I feel like we're belaboring the point.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
yes.
warming up to you, Ward Duke. You can stick around for a bit.
All right, I'll stand in the back and not say anything.
But you got to point out if you see any of those former guys to us.
Yep.
All right. And I'm going to call you Kevin.
That's fine. Okay. So.
Come on, Kevin.
You have a tag along now. Kevin Warduke. What do you guys want to do?
Want to
Okay.
heal everybody 'cause I
Short
feel really
rest.
guilty.
Short rest isn't a bad idea.
A short rest would be a great idea.
You guys can take a short rest in here. It's
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Relatively safe at the moment. So yeah, you regroup, do a little bit of healing, take a short rest. I'm thinking maybe we go ahead and take our break
It's not a bad idea.
here.
Not a bad idea.
And then come back and see what you guys decide to do. So roll your healing and all that. We can take care of that over the break. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will be back in a quick few minutes. So stick around and maybe we'll see what Kellic has to say for himself. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed and ready to continue on. So, currently in the room with you, you guys take a short rest in here. It's relatively safe. Warduke just kind of just stands against the wall, not saying anything. He has nothing to say. The other thing that I forgot to remind you of that is in this room with you, let me get back up, it's P31. P31 is when you entered this room, you saw Warduke, you saw Kellic, and you also saw standing sort of in front of and next to you, kind of catty-cornered from the throne, a statue of an unarmored elf. I'll just read the thing. A statue of an unarmored elf stands in front of the throne, posed as if ready for battle, a short sword gripped tightly in each of its hands. That is still here.
And it is a statue, not a frozen person.
Hard to say.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to like inspect the statue a bit.
Yeah, it is an elven woman, with again a short sword clasped in each hand, sort of posed as if she is sort of halfway through an attack with one of the swords.
Okay, that's what I was like. And if I check the swords, does it look like the swords are the same material as the statue? As if like maybe they got turned to stone and the swords didn't get affected?
No, they are metal.
I look back at the others. I'm like, guys, I think this is a person. Well, I mean, it's a statue of a person, but I mean, I think there's a person, under that or got turned into stone.
Oh.
And you all are aware that there were 3 cockatrices.
Yeah, there were
in the
3
room.
cockatrices in here.
Oh, yeah.
I might be able to fix this. Let me look.
Can I search Kellic?
Yeah. He doesn't have a lot on him. He's got his staff. And he's also wearing a set of nice bracers.
Oh. Can I, while they're figuring out the statue, can I identify the staff and the bracers?
Yes. The bracers are bracers of defense.
Cool.
And the staff is... Hold, please. It's a staff of...
Bonking.
Not far off. He has a staff of striking.
Oh.
It's a magic quarterstaff. It is a +3 to attack and damage rolls made with it. It's got 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack, you can expend up to 3 charges. And for each charge, the target takes an extra 1d6 force damage.
Very cool.
And then you guys know bracers of defense.
Yeah.
Not wearing armor, you get +2 to your armor class.
If no one wants that staff, I'll take that staff.
All yours. I'm
All
emotionally
yours.
attached to mine.
Take the staff, do a tour.
Does Damian wear armor?
Nope, I do not.
I mean, you can take the bracers too.
Sweet.
I think you're the only one that doesn't wear armor.
Yeah, the staff does require attunement.
Okay.
I think the braces defense do too, right?
That's a good question that I
Yeah.
don't have
Let's
an
see.
immediate answer to, but I can look.
Bracers of defense.
I feel like they don't.
They do not. No.
Oh, that's
We'll
weird.
double check. No, they do. Yeah.
No, they do.
Wondrous item rare requires attunement. Yes, they do.
Okay.
I thought so.
Could not remember. Yep. So yeah. You got those now.
Sweet. Okay. So what are we going to do about this? And points at the statue.
Oh, I can fix that. Greater restoration.
That'll do it. That will unpetrify this elf that you found in here. So yeah, you lay a hand on the statue.
I just make sure, as Sereia does this, I just move her out of the way of this person who I'm assuming is about to have some follow through on what they were doing before.
Yep,
Yeah.
on the short sword attack. As the stone around her starts to fall away, you hear the sort of end of a shout and a huge swing with this short sword, and then she stumbles forward, kind of looks around, spins on her heel, looks at you guys, sees Kellic on the floor, sees Orduk just standing there. What is happening here? Hello?
I fixed you.
We come in peace. You have traveled through time. You may find that things are much different than you previously remember. It'll take some time to adjust.
Looks at Sereia. Thank you. Looks at Law. What?
You were frozen. How long has it been? What year do you think it is?
Warduke speaks up from the back. It's been about 20 minutes.
Wait.
Welcome to 20 minutes into the future.
It looks back at Sereia. It's all right. Thanks again. Sort of tentatively sheaths the short swords. She has one on each hip. She also has this like bandolier of daggers across her chest. She's like average-ish. She's just like 5'6". Elven, sort of high cheekbones, pointed ears. Like copper-colored skin, and hair that is of a similar color, sort of like red running through it. Right.
I'm Sereia. That's Law, Willoughby, Damian, and I think you've probably met Warduke.
We're acquainted.
And I
Pleasure.
think that's Kellic on the floor over there. We knocked him out.
Oh, good. Where he deserves to be. Hi, I'm Razel. I work here, I guess.
You work here?
Well, I work specifically for... So Bill and I had just returned. and found everything not exactly in the state I left it. Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to fix it.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna punch some hags in the schnoz. Again.
Mercenaries, then. I see.
No,
Mm-mm. We're just heroes.
we're college students.
Students,
Yeah.
then. Right.
We're kind of doing this for extra credit at this point.
We're not very good about going to our classes. But we're still technically enrolled.
Okay, well, you've made it this far, so let's say something about your skills. I mean, like I said, I'm Razel. I work under Zybilna. I was visiting the summer court, as it were. Doing
Oh,
some work there.
the hot dragon, right?
Sure.
Sir Talavar?
You know Sir Talavar?
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours.
Yeah, we freed him from a cage. One of the hags had trapped him.
That was
Best
you.
mustache in the Feywild.
Best mustache ever.
I see. Well, it's good to have a mutual acquaintance, such as him. Noble dragon, indeed. Right. Well, have you made any progress on the whole everyone's frozen in time thing?
Well,
I'd love to help.
Theories.
there's a cauldron. We need to find an alicorn in order to do something with the cauldron, I think, to stop the magic. There's a vault upstairs that we can't get into, and the riddle's been really bothering me. Because I think we're gonna need the sword Snicker Snack that's in there to defeat the what's it
Jabberwock.
called? Thank you, Jabberwock.
I see.
And we met a giant owl.
Yes, Bloodybeak.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
cool with us.
Good to know they're still here. Not saying the same for the Jabberwock. I wish
There are
she would get
3
rid of that
hags
thing.
running around trying to find the alicorn, and they're the ones that did this whole frozen in time
Yes.
thing.
We also
Coven.
removed their names from the book, so they may not be able to, do stuff here.
Okay. I at this point am just going to say good job and pretend like I have not heard you talking about messing with and going through all of my mistress's belongings, because this is a strange situation we find ourselves in. So I'll just strike that part.
We'll
From
apologize for the
record.
invasion of privacy later.
right.
Since, I don't really know another way that we can, solve this problem. Unless you have
That's
a
fair.
way to immediately solve this problem.
no,
and then
I
we can
was-
all go home.
I was going to try to parlay with Kellic over there, but generally, he's an ass.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah. He's kind of
If
jerked
Dutch
us.
hadn't hit him, I would have killed him. So
Right. Well,
I'll go wake him up though.
what can I do to help?
Do you know the password to the door upstairs?
I do not.
Have any theories?
I do not. It's not really under my purview.
Can I check the book to make sure? What was her name?
Razel.
Razel. Can I check the book to make sure Razel's name is in it?
Yeah, you flip through the book about halfway through it. You see the name Razel Uthamar written in the same hand as most of the rest of the book.
Cool.
She legit?
She texts out. She's on the guest list.
Okay.
I'm at the top usually.
You're about halfway through it.
Well, it's in chronological order, so it doesn't really mean anything.
So you're not at the top.
Right, so it was a figure of speech I was doing. I'm Zybilna's most trusted left hand, and also
Maybe pats her arm like, I don't worry, I think you're important.
right. What can I do to
Alright.
help?
I haven't gotten to sass anyone in a while, and I'm sort of jonesing.
It's all right.
Well, we need to figure out how to get through the door upstairs. I think it's kind of where we're at. I was thinking we should interrogate Kellic.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad move.
Great.
And you
Stride kicks him.
said you're looking for an alicorn?
Yeah, that's where we're kind of hoping you may have some insight on that.
I might, actually. Oh, what's his name? He doesn't like me very much, that cranky librarian. Sean. Sean.
Library?
There's a library, and then there's the library.
A secret library.
Sort of. Sean, the clerk here, the librarian, he thinks I don't know, but knowing what's going on is sort of my job around here. But he has many strange odds and ends, trinkets, and magical items that he keeps well hidden on Zybilna's behalf. So if you're looking for something like an alicorn, he might be the one to ask.
Okay, well, how do we find the secret? Well, not secret library, but the other library.
It's a strange sort of room. Let's see, where are we? We are throne room, so you're going to want...
How about we interrogate Kellic and then you just take us there,
I can definitely do that.
as opposed to
Perfect.
just having to explain how to get to this maze of a palace.
Fair
She
enough.
kicks Kellic again.
You kick Kellic again. He starts to stir.
She kicks him again.
He jolts awake and kind of sits up.
She like
alive.
produces flame right in his face.
Oh. Well, I suppose I've
You're
lost.
not that
then.
alive.
No, I'm very nearly dead, I think.
Pretty much. We got some questions we want to ask you.
Right, ask away. Just don't kill me, please.
I don't know, maybe we will. Cracks his knuckles.
There's just like black necrotic energy like around Sereia's hand as she's like
Right.
preparing vampiric touch just in
Yes.
case he decides to do something stupid.
You're all very powerful and terrifying. I understand the situation I am in. Please, ask away.
Right. Well, what do we want to ask him?
What you doing here?
Oh, ruling over a Fey palace.
You're ruling over a Fey palace?
That's why I was sitting on the throne. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you all dumb?
No.
No, it's just really weird because this is the second time we encountered someone who thought they were in power in a really weird, odd way just because they walked into a place. And you'd think it would be weird that it happens so often, but here we are. You're like the second idiot tyrant I've come across since I've gotten here.
Well, I don't see how that's my problem.
No, it really isn't. You can't fault being a dummy.
More questions?
All right. Where's your sneaky friend at?
Oh, he was upstairs in the library. Well, not the library, the library. But I don't know. Past that, he's been skulking around for days. It's sort of his whole thing.
You think you can get him to come here?
No, certainly. Oh, rather, Warduke can. He's terrified of Warduke. As he should be, I think. Oh, hello, Warduke. Glad to see you're living. Warduke just nods. He's doing the, like, Enza from Elden Ring, just, like, arms
Yeah.
crossed, like, leaning against the wall.
His
Warduke's
loyalties have changed.
Yeah, Warduke's not too happy with you after you were about the GTFO.
Warduke
and-
doesn't have loyalties. He's a mercenary.
Right. But he has feelings.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
And his name is
Underneath
Kevin.
that edgy hot topic exterior is a beating heart.
His name's not Kevin.
His name is, well, he doesn't know what his name is, so I figure, hey, your name is Kevin now. Give him an identity.
Did you maybe ask him?
I
if he
did.
wanted to be called
Oh.
Kevin?
That's true. Warduke, do you want me to call you Kevin?
I mean, not really, but I don't care too much.
Is
Oh,
there a
well-
name you prefer?
Warduke.
All right, then we'll stick with Warduke.
There you go.
But respect people's chosen names.
Okay.
At
maybe
least we
would-
can agree on that.
Okay.
I may be an asshole, but I'm not a bigot.
All right.
Am I not gay coded enough for you?
Okay. So have you had any luck getting through that door upstairs?
Which one? There are so many doors.
The one with
The
all
vault.
the locks.
Oh, the vault. No, not as of yet, unfortunately.
Any theories?
Well, I did find the glyphs and the riddle, if you can call it a riddle, so I would imagine... Wait, what have you tried?
Names.
Oh, okay, I meant specifically.
We tried Egwell, Zybelna, Tasha, and Baba Yaga. I wrote them down.
Well, I imagine it's probably a true name situation. If you could find the owner's true name, that would probably allow you in. Fae keep those very close to their hearts, and it makes sense she would use it as a password of sorts.
That makes sense.
That's just my theory.
Sereia, you good?
You look like you're thinking very hard, my dear.
Oh. What if one of those names is short for something?
Like what?
Let her cook.
I just don't want to say it around you, just in case it is a true name, because you know,
All right, that's
if I'd had
fair.
my way, I would have
Do-
killed you.
That's fair. I
Hold on.
deserve that.
Head talk. Telepathic bond.
Does the law say anything, or does it just open in her head with them saying?
I mean, everybody's
telepathic
had
bond?
this for like an hour now.
Oh,
so.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they made a bond to us.
Oh, okay. The only reason this came to me is because this is my cousin's name. Because as I was looking at these names on here, what if Tasha's short for Natasha?
Huh.
Huh.
That's the only shortened thing I can come up with.
Well, so
The rest of them are all weird, and I can't figure out another thing to add to Zybelna to make it a normal name.
yeah. Well,
That's all I
so
got.
are we
It's
assuming? I mean,
Disney
this is
backwards.
Yeah,
this is
right.
Sibilna's castle, so we're assuming the name has something to do with her, right?
Well, yeah, but didn't we discover that she is actually Tasha?
That was a working theory that
That's
you
a
guys
theory
That
we
was a
have.
theory.
It was a
we
working
had.
theory that we
Yeah.
thought that she might have been Tasha and then came here to reinvent herself.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't know. I tried.
Yeah, the other thing I was
I
thinking
like
about, we
it.
didn't try any like the names of the like Fae, like classic Fae royalty, like Titania and Oberon and that sort of stuff.
You
But
know,
I
that
don't-
Shakespeare shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the only
Puck.
name I would think besides that, but yeah.
If I had written this module, that would be the answer.
Well, you
Would be
can make
Puck.
the answer whatever you want.
Yeah, you're the
DM.
GM.
No, I like the actual answer, so.
Ugh.
Are you
That's
all
all I got.
right? You're just sort of staring blankly at each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not
Oh,
learn
no.
this spell?
Oh, we lost Rob.
Rob died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let
Uh-oh,
us,
Chopper Dave.
yeah, he was having some connectivity issues. Let us take a quick pause and stream. We'll be right back once we get Rob out of the Shadow Realm.
Wait.
We lost him.
Stay here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We found him.
I got lost going to the store.
We found
Went to
him.
get a pack of cigs and never came back.
We
Yeah.
found him. All right.
He thought he could escape us. He was wrong.
They dragged me back, kicking and screaming.
He did. So we're back. You guys are talking to Kellic.
No, or we're just having a mental
Cool, I
conversation in front
hate
of
this guy.
Yeah, is there... We'll just pick back up. Is there anything else you want to ask him?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Wait, do we want to see if we can get that sneaky guy to come here? Then we can like interrogate him.
I
mean-
also did we ask about the alicorn at all?
I don't think we did.
No,
Okay.
No. Well, you asked Razel.
or do. Oh,
Yeah.
Razel, yeah.
And she
Oh.
suggested that maybe the librarian who hoards many fun magical things might at least know where you can find one.
Got it.
And where is the library?
They were gonna. Razels was gonna take us there.
The library or the library?
I don't know.
Well, there's one that's sort of more publicly available, and then there's the one that sort of hides itself. All right. Have you found the flooded hallway with the boat in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. It's at the end of that.
See, we did the
Oh.
Baba Yaga chant and got pulled out of there.
I see.
Mhm,
That'll happen.
mhm.
That'll happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not
It was
really
fun,
sure how to
Yeah.
get back.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out.
Oh, right. It's over here. And she walks over to one of the pillars that is around the throne room, and she moves a like a panel aside, and there is a stone behind it with like the indent of a handprint.
We would touch that and teleport back.
Essentially.
It's not the
Okay.
most accessible palace.
Well, it's not supposed to be.
Can I
It's-
make an
it-
insight check?
On Razel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we about to get sent to some bullshit?
Sure.
To a prison cage. We did just admit a bunch of crimes to her.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
think we
I
get
know.
sent to more
It's
bullshit.
an
We make the
11.
What level of bullshit
Seems
are we going to
legit.
get sent to?
Okay.
You can't think of a reason she'd have to lie to you.
Well, I don't see a reason this is a problem.
Right.
Do we want to try the door again before we go somewhere else?
I really want to figure out the door. I think we put our heads together. We can figure it out.
Once again, I'm
Willoughby
going to
floats
pretend
up
like
to
I'm
Law
not hearing
and-
this.
Puts his head against Law's head.
We're going to go up
Oh.
that staircase and not commit a crime while you wait here to take us to the library.
Yeah, will you keep an eye on Kellic
Yeah,
for
keep
us?
an eye on
Sure
them.
thing, yeah.
All right.
Warduke, will you also keep an eye on Kellic?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna hang out and also keep an eye on them because right now we're asking two people that really have no allegiance to us.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna.
But we
I'll keep
befriended
an eye-
them through the crucible of combat.
Yeah,
This is true. We did.
And we're in the Feywild, and
I
we
manifest
did not
my
murder
shadow.
Warduke. So
If anime has
Reciprocity.
taught me anything, they're our best friends now.
Sure, I'm just gonna make an echo, and the two of us are gonna hang out down here and play patty cake for no reason.
All right.
Okay.
Willoughby has short legs. There's a lot of stairs.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to climb up them.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Trying to get
Sereia runs
the
back up the stairs,
map to
emboldened by
load.
her silly idea.
Okay, So Willoughby, you're gonna stay here in the throne room. You walk back up the stairs. You walk past the still frozen in time man that you pulled out of the storm. He's still
Right.
just sitting there. As Strongheart, who you did
Hi.
bring into the tower, he's still frozen. And you all, or most of you, make your way to, once again, the door of... Oop, I just deleted you. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just going to put Sereia there. That's where you guys are. So you can see the top floor, and you stand in front of the vault.
Oh, now I'm nervous.
I mean,
I mean,
there's only one way to find out if your
Yeah.
theory's correct.
Well,
If
I guess
it's-
all the other things that we tried didn't work.
well, we're here. We should just try it, right?
Yeah, it's not. No, we haven't had any negative consequences from getting a wrong answer.
Yeah, we didn't get like blasted like that
No.
door that yelled at us at that other castle.
Yeah, I
I
don't
forgot
think-
about that door.
I don't think anything bad will happen if we say the wrong name, or specifically this name.
You guys have said a bunch of names at this point, and nothing's happened, so...
Natasha?
Sereia, you speak the name Natasha. And you hear a click. And you hear a second. And then 6 more. As the 8 locks open. And the vault door swings in.
We did
Oh,
it!
she had an idea.
Can't believe that fucking worked.
Damian
Yes.
pulls out a notebook and writes it down. January 20th, Sereia had a good idea. And closes it up.
As you solved... my
The
true
dumb
name
one
puzzle.
figured something out. I'm so proud of her.
The door swings open to reveal a circular chamber illuminated by drifting balls of colored light. In the middle of the room, a finely forged great sword floats, pointing upward 3 feet above a treasure chest. The magic holding the sword aloft also rotates it slowly so the blade catches and reflects these multicolored motes of light as you enter Natasha's vault.
So, what are we gonna do with this stuff?
Take it.
But it's not ours.
We can put it back after we use it.
I think the owners of this place would appreciate these things being used to help out. We're cleaning up.
No, okay. If we put it like that. So we just need the sword, right?
I kind of want to see what's in the
I
chest.
just kind of want to know what else is in here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna look. And Damian turns around.
Sarah skips over to the chest. She's so proud of herself.
I told you guys you'd get there. I will say, you have seen that name once before. A very long time ago. Engraved on a frame surrounding a painting
Oh.
on a family tree,
That's right.
showing the 4 children of Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You open the chest. It contains 3 things. It's not locked. There is inside a gold helmet that is decorated with the antlers of a heart, the deer. A shimmering silver cloak with a unicorn embroidered on it in what looks to be platinum thread.
Ooh.
And an ornate scabbard that is adorned with phoenix feathers. These are all just very nice, expensive items.
Damn. I will, as we're coming in here, pop a detect magic to see, just to be wary of if there's anything magical in here.
Okay. Yeah, you a couple of things set off the spell. The motes of light do have this sort of like faint illusion magic around them, but that's not really anything of concern to you, I don't think.
Mhm.
And then the items in the chest do not. You don't see anything else around the room that would ping that, except for the sword, which is just oozing magical aura.
Is it still floating?
Yes, it's sort of floating above this treasure chest, just kind of slowly spinning.
I'm gonna take it.
I
Okay.
have no use for a sword. I'm not going to touch it first.
Damien is just in the hallway going.
I dramatically step up to the pedestal,
Okay.
grabbing the hilt of the sword.
Okay. With both hands,
remove
it's a
it.
great sword.
Yeah.
Okay. You take the sword.
I was expecting either a rumbling or a voice, or maybe an angelic choir.
And inside your head, you hear, "Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I was sleeping.
Hi.
Hi, who are you?"
I'm Law.
Well, who
Oh.
are you talking to?
Nice to meet you. I'm
Talking to
Snickersnack.
the... Wait, do you not hear that?
I don't know. Do I hear it?
No.
I would assume I did not. So
You do not.
Wait, you're Snickers? Oh, the sword's talking to me. The sword. Hey guys, the sword's talking to me.
Oh, sorry, I get...
What? I
Ki-
can't.
Hey, Willoughby, the sword's talking to me.
What? Who's on
What are you-
first?
The board is stalking you? Oh, he takes his hand up.
is walking to you. The sword is talking to me.
The gourd is... That's naughty!
Sorry, I sort of get in telepathy mode and then I forget. And then you all hear this this voice coming from this sword. Hi, I'm Snickersnack.
Whoa.
Hi, Snickersnack.
Hi, Snickersnack.
Hello.
I'm Law. That's Sereia. Over there is Damian.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Your
you.
friend downstairs. We need your help.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
what,
we
what are
gotta-
what are we getting up to?
We got a Jabberwock to evict.
Oh, I can help with that.
You seem like the sword for the job.
I am the sword for most jobs.
Well,
You can tell.
we're going to put you to work. And then we're going to
Excellent.
put you right back where we found you.
Oh,
He like
man.
stares at Sereia and
Telepathically, I tell the sword, "You're staying with me forever."
It's kind of lonely in here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a fun place for you to be.
No, I mean I look really cool though.
You do
like,
look really
looking at
cool.
Law.
What
Well,
does
are
the
you
sword
having?
look?
Are
Can
you
just-
having? Are you having secret machinations?
Hey,
No.
Damian, what's the best way to kill a Jabberwock?
Well, we got it.
just starts distracting with Damien.
Davey just starts wandering off to the side and just rambling how to kill a dragon.
I have art of the sword to show you guys.
Is it a little guy?
It is not. It is
Willoughby and I are
a
gonna have to come up with
massive-
an exchange plan for the sword.
it is a massive ornate great sword, sort of gold and green and purple. The hilt itself and the guard are decorated with these intricate vines that then twirl around the hilt, and at the end of the hilt is a rose.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's
Ooh.
beautiful.
That is pretty.
Aye. That is a fancy ass sword.
This
That's
is
one fancy
a
sword.
So
legendary
are you like
great
seeing
sword.
anybody, Snickersnack?
Yeah.
Man,
Snickersnack,
Looks
how do you
good,
feel?
I haven't seen anybody in a long time.
I have a
Well,
spear in my bag that was talking to me. Are you into
Oh, you met Jeff?
spears? Yeah.
Jeff's cool. Jeff's cool.
Wait, what? Hold on, I forgot about this. What was this?
So you guys went into the armory.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It just
Oh
And
ruined
then-
yeah.
You would pick up a weapon, and it would say hello, and then it would say it wasn't as good as Snickersnack, and then it
Yeah,
would stop
everybody
talking
was like
to you,
negging themselves.
and you were
Yeah.
afraid you were
Bad.
killing them. How could you forget about Jeff?
I forgot.
I brought Jeff with me because now I'm emotionally attached to him.
Here's the thing. I kind of understand where all those weapons were going now. You've seen this sword.
I know, yeah.
It
I
is
get
a
it.
really
We can't go
dope-looking
anywhere near
sword.
that armory because all of those weapons are gonna get super jealous now.
It's really dope looking. I gotta admit, it's really dope looking.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, maybe. Okay.
I'm assuming, Law, you want to know what it does.
I want to know what it does. I mean, Law can use it. I don't know if Willoughby's interested in. If Willoughby's interested in a great sword, I'm willing.
Well,
to
before you make that
whatever.
decision, I would suggest that you identify it.
I identify it. Identify.
Now, in my notes, under treasure in this room, I wrote the treasures, and then I wrote the greatsword, Snickersnack. See item description. It's very long.
Oh no.
Well, that is the note I have left for myself. This is a legendary greatsword that requires attunement by a creature of non-evil alignment. So, any of you can attune to it. I'm just
Secretly,
I am going to just read this. Normally I wouldn't read the whole thing, but this is very special item, and I think you and chat will both appreciate hearing it, and I want to see your faces when I read it. So, Greatsword Legendary requires attunement by a non-evil creature. This is Snickersnack. You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic Vorpal sword.
Oh shit!
I told you guys
Hey,
it
that's
would
the
happen.
thing we've been saying.
Oh shit!
Nope. Val's running.
Val's gone. We lost Val.
In addition, oh wait, I'll wait for the funds. I told you at
Val
the
finally
beginning.
got the Vorpal blade.
I told you it would happen. You wished for it. Here it is.
Oh my gosh, we got it!
In addition,
And it's my best friend.
the weapon ignores all resistance to slashing damage. When you use this weapon to attack a creature that has at least one head and roll a 20 on the attack roll, you cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature dies if it can't survive without the lost head. A creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing damage, if it doesn't have or need a head, it has legendary actions, or the DM decides the creature is too big for its head to be cut off with this weapon.
Oh dang!
Such a creature instead will take 6d8 slashing damage from the hit. So even if you can't cut off its head, you still deal a pretty nasty blow. While attuned to Snickersnack, you have proficiency with greatswords.
Oh, so anybody could use it.
Yeah.
And you can use your charisma modifier instead of your strength modifier for attack and damage rolls.
Ooh.
It's pretty good too.
Now, under the next header, which is
What?
sentience. Snickersnack is a sentient, chaotic good greatsword with an intelligence of 9, a wisdom of 14, and a charisma of 18.
Oh.
It has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. It can speak, read, and understand common. And it says its voice sounds silvery and melodic, but I changed it because I think it's funny. So ignore that part. Snickersnack craves the destruction of evil dragons and will urge you to seek out these creatures and slay them. But Snickersnack has a fickle personality. It will, on its own, end its attunement to you if you miss on attack rolls 3 times in a row.
Oh my!
If you miss 3 attack rolls, Snickersnack will unattune from your ass.
Wow, Snickersnack was like, yeah, this ain't working.
Each time you finish a long rest after that happens, you can attempt to regain Snickersnack's trust by making a contested charisma check against him. If you win, your attunement is instantly restored. Your attunement to the weapon cannot be restored in any other way. And then proficiency with the greatsword allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it. But if you attune to Snickersnack, you are automatically proficient with greatswords. That is
amazing.
Snickersnack.
That is so dope.
Wait, so like you could miss 3 times in combat, and then Snickersnack could be like, nah,
Nah.
And will
I'm done with you.
end your
and drop
attunement
your ass
on his
and
own.
it. And then
Oh
in the
my
middle of
God.
battle, you could be like, Snickersnack, yeah. It's like
That's
arguing with your
hilarious.
sword.
Yep.
Huge.
So
Oh,
that's
I
him.
love this sword.
That's
This
the
is
best ever.
The best
The
thing
fucking
ever.
best thing, maybe in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
I think
amazing.
it is. That's
Is
so
really is.
funny.
I have posted the the actual item description, the link to the item description, so you
That
guys
is
can revisit
so
it
awesome.
at any time. But yeah, it is a +3 Vorpal Greatsword.
I love it.
I want to remind everybody that this campaign is technically when you get to this part, you're like level 7.
Oops.
Damn.
This is a 1 through 8 campaign, so they just, if you can get in, they give you
Get a
this
crazy sword.
Oops.
So yeah, this is Snickersnack. He craves the destruction of evil dragons and has a fickle personality.
I love it.
Uh,
So
I'm
you
so
guys
happy.
can decide what to do with it,
uh,
because technically, any of you can use it.
Yeah, any of us
Yeah.
can use it.
It is best in the hands of someone with high strength or charisma,
That ain't me.
I'm out.
I'm out.
but anybody can use it, and you can
Yeah.
choose because the
Willoughby, is your
charisma thing you
charisma-
can choose.
Is your charisma higher than your strength? With your
No. Well, my modifier's the same, but technically my strength is 1 point higher.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I'd use my intelligence either way because of my artificer thing. So
Got
it
it.
doesn't really matter to me.
Yes, and you can choose. You don't have to use the charisma modifier. It's just
Yeah.
if you want to, you can use that instead of strength for attack and damage. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
this is what I've been
want
waiting
it
for.
purely for. I want it purely because of the full circle Vorpal
Yeah,
sword.
I'm not gonna take this from you.
This is your wish. You got your wish, so
Yeah.
revel in it.
I can't believe we found a Vorpal sword after all this time.
We did it.
I'm gonna
Yep.
cry.
We did it. We found
Dreams
it.
do come true.
Dreams do come true. Kids, don't let anyone tell you to give up on your dreams.
Keep on. Don't
You just
stop.
have to
Eventually,
find.
you will find.
You just have to find a
Eventually,
chaotic enough GM, and they'll make all your dreams come true.
Don't stop. Don't stop stopping, y'all. Remember that, kids.
Okay, we have a Vorpal blade. We have whatever the other things were that were in there. You
They were
should
just
probably put
fancy.
on the scabbard.
I think they were just fancy.
Oh yes,
things.
the phoenix feather scabbard is Snickersnack's.
Okay.
He's a fancy
well,
lad.
Even better.
Helps Law fit that on them. So you have a spot, so you don't just have to carry Snickersnack around.
Does Law have like a spot
I'm gonna
on
have
their back
Dutch
that says
Squire for
"For
me,
my future
and
Vorpal
Dutch
sword"?
is gonna wear Dutch is gonna wear the scabbard, and I draw the sword off of Dutch.
Okay, excellent, good,
Perfect.
Yes. So yes, you will have to attune to it.
I would love to if we could take that time. We'll go back downstairs to fill in. I'm fine with going back downstairs to fill in Willoughby and
Okay.
everyone if we're done up here.
Willoughby, is there anything you would like to have done? They haven't been gone for that long.
No, I mean,
10 to 15
I
minutes.
just my active role was to prevent any shenanigans
Okay.
from occurring.
No shenanigans occur in your presence.
Okay.
Everyone is chill. Kellic keeps trying to like start conversations, and nobody wants to talk to him because he's a dick. All right then. I didn't know we had just thrown etiquette out the window, but fine. I'll sit here in silence. All right, and you are rejoined a few minutes later by your friends.
Sup, y'all?
Are you taking the stuff out of the treasure chest? I will say that stuff, it's just very finely
nice.
made. It's
Oh, okay.
expensive. It's not magical.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, wait, what was the helmet? The helmet had a.
It's a gold helmet with heart horns.
Okay. Hey, Willoughby, you want a helmet? I'd love to see an owl.
You
with
made
big
him a
horns.
helmet.
Oh, right.
Or the
That's right. Oh,
antlers.
yeah, I got you a helmet. Willoughby, do you want me to attach the horns onto your helmet?
Yeah, I mean, it would go from being a helm of the best boy to a helm of the beast boy.
Hell yeah, dude.
My next logical evolution.
Beast Boy.
Oh. Oh.
And it would be double funny if Willoughby was in love with somebody named Raven.
It would be.
That's a bird.
I mean,
The bird.
She's
I had
right
a
there.
crush on a raven folk back in Humblewood, so
if she could see you now.
A corvum. I couldn't remember the.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Okay.
So you
well,
fill Willoughby in.
Yep.
Okay.
And now we can go.
Fight a dragon.
Well, how about we go to the library
Yes,
first?
Snickersnack says. Yes.
Let-
yes.
Library
but
first?
first let's read some books.
Hey, remember when I really wanted to fight the dragon? Well, now I have to because the sword wants to.
Mhm.
Oh,
Got it.
no.
It's, in the
Uh-huh.
it's in
I-
the contract.
I am siding with Law on this one. I hold a hand out to Law.
Dragon fight.
I don't know when I became the voice of
Dragon
reason
fight.
in this party,
Dragon fight.
Dragon fight.
Dragon fight.
Okay.
but I think the next thing on our list was to go to the library to try to talk to the librarian to get the alicorn. We gotta get the alicorn so we can stop the magic that's affecting the castle, and then we can kill the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
All right. I've got to do it. If Snickersnack's good with it, then
Look,
I'll hold
It's
off.
it's officially
Snickersnack
like
makes
Law's.
your decisions
It's,
for you now.
it's a
It's in
well,
the
look,
contract.
it's officially Law's job
on
now
top.
to fight dragons, and being someone who specializes in dragons, I am officially putting my hat in with Law and supporting them on their endeavor with this. So I would like to go to the library as fast as possible so we can do this so I can fight a dragon.
Okay, so you agree we do the library first and then the dragon.
Yes, but I'll be very frustrated if it takes too long.
She always so boring.
Not boring. She just has a plan. We're going with the plan.
At least she's pretty.
Ouch.
But she's not boring.
is pretty.
She's just really organized. Kind of.
Fine.
I mean,
Looks at Damian.
I mean,
like,
ever
what?
since she had a good idea, she's suddenly
She's not boring. She's organized.
It's a word that was never it has never before been used to describe Sereia as organized.
Listen, Snickersnack, we got to play it cool here. All right, we'll get to the dragon. Okay.
All right. I'm sorry I said you were boring. You're not boring.
Don't try to be boring. I'm just trying to not get murdered by a dragon before we can end the magic.
No, that's fair. I'm sorry.
You have to
I just get excited.
freeze Ibilna or something. I feel like that's the whole
Just-
reason we're here.
Have you guys ever heard the word hyperfocus?
all the time.
I learned
Oh.
that one from Jeff. And boy, howdy, dude, does it resonate with me. Okay,
What's the elf's name?
Razel.
Razel.
Okay, Brazel, can you take us to the not the library, but the library?
Yes, sure thing.
Thank you.
If you will gather round, everyone. Just sort of get a hand on the ball, get a hand on someone, so we don't get separated.
Puts Willoughby on my shoulder.
Let me find which map I'm supposed to be on. Hold, please. Ah, yes, it is this one. It was correct. All right.
Is she doing fast travel? So she was looking for the waypoint.
She's
to
looking
fast
for the fast travel point. Where the fuck was the... Okay, there's the room. Yeah, so she waits. You guys kind of lay hands on each other. Somebody put a hand on her shoulder. Warduke stands there awkwardly and then kind of looks at Kellic and is like, so what's the... Should I stay here? Or are you killing him, or...
No, we're not killing him, but we can't just.
Are you sure?
Wow, that dark.
It just seems like maybe you guys overlooked the fact that you're just about to leave him in here alone. So I thought,
Yeah,
maybe
no, we really.
thought maybe
shouldn't
I'd
just,
speak
like,
up.
Leave him.
I mean, I can watch him.
Look, if something happens and you gotta spill blood, hey,
Can do, Buckaroo. All right. I don't know why he got so fucking cowboy.
He got very country.
Yeah.
He
I could
does.
also, we could just wrap him up in the carpet and have it fly behind us.
we can do that.
I mean, I can just keep an eye on him if you want.
Fine, that works. Party's getting kind of full anyway.
Yeah, there are a lot of you.
There's almost more of you than there are of us now.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. There's 5 of us. There's 6. There's 6 of us. There's 5 of us. I don't remember. I was never really in the clique. All right. Well, have fun. See you when you get back.
All right, see
Hey,
you
bye.
later, WD.
He leans back against the wall. Kellic looks dejected. And you lay hands on each other. And on Razel, she puts her hand in the indent. And the familiar sensation of something like your stomach dropping as everything goes dark. Your feet very briefly leave the ground. And you find yourselves standing back in the room with the heads in the cabinets. The Baba Yaga room, I'll call it. There we are. So yes, and Razel makes her way towards the door that you had opened previously, that opens into this hallway. The boat, again, you see sort of very slowly drift around the corner towards you and stops right in the doorway. So yeah, you're just going to want to take this down the hallway and around. It should bring you right to the library doors.
Thank you.
Rad.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Is it like one of those dark rides? You know, like when you go through the tunnel and they sing a song or something?
I mean, we can sing a song.
Oh, okay. We can do that. To pass time.
It's a
any-
tiny, tiny world.
Any defenses that we should know about in this room? Or in this water-filled hallway?
That is an excellent question that I would know the answer to if I can find the correct entry in my journal here of all the rooms in Zybilna's wonderful palace.
It's good that you keep detailed notes.
Here, I'll give you guys the description of it again, too, since it's been a while. This hallway has a sunken floor filled to a depth of about 3 feet with water. Not deep lanterns lit with flickering blue flames hang from the ceiling 30 feet above by short chains, spaced roughly 10 feet apart. They produce eerie, ghost-like reflections off the water. An empty sailboat drifts into view down the hall, makes its way towards you. You look down into the water, and you can see as these blue lights reflect off of it, these they're like thin, like pale faces sort of looking up at you. You can see the outline of just large serpent-like creatures kind of moving through the water, but it is only like 3 feet deep. So I think you probably get the impression that there's definitely something magical going on here. But Razel will also say it's not, it's more of a looking glass, if you will. It's not inherently dangerous. I just don't recommend going through because you don't know where you'll find yourself.
Oh, don't get in the water.
She
Got it.
pulls her foot back.
Don't recommend it.
Steps into the boat.
Okay, step onto the boat.
Yep.
Okay, you all, let me find the correct number. You all step onto this boat. And once everyone is aboard, the boat takes off again back down the hallway.
As we're going down the hallway, Damian is kind of like muttering to Willoughby at the back, like, "Yarby hearties, welcome to Zybilna's Pirate Cove."
Keep
Very
your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the dirigible at all times.
Remember, no flash photography or I'll hit you with Davy Jones' curse.
Oh, you don't want that.
This is good. This is good.
It's something.
It's
No,
moments like this that I
like it.
really wish I knew Spanish.
Some people wait a lifetime
For
a moment like this. Yeah, so you sail down, the boat takes a right turn and continues to slowly drift down, and then it takes another one and it stops in front of a set of doors.
Are the doors open? Or
No.
do I have to push? Oh, I'm gonna reach out to see if I can push them open.
Okay, you reach out and push the door open.
Okay, everyone, hop off and exit to your left. Thank you for riding Zybilna's Pirate Cove adventure.
Sereia holds up her hands like okay, that-
Mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas.
You all disembark and step into the secret library, which is actually what it's called in the book.
Oh gosh.
A dozen floating candles cast dim, flickering lights over this sepulchral, windowless library. That's a hard word to say. Sepulchral.
It's like sepulcher, but
Sepulchral?
as an adjective?
Yeah.
That's a word?
It's
Okay.
Sepulchral.
I learned something today.
Windowless library. Ebony bookshelves are filled with volumes bound in jet black fabric. The books have no titles on their spines. And in the middle of the room, a black quill pen rests on a writing desk next to a jar of black ink.
Hello.
As you call out, and I gotta find the dude. As you, God dang it! I wish this would load. You're ruining my drama, D&D Beyond. There it is.
There's been plenty of drama this episode.
You call out softly into the room, and you hear what sounds like a almost like clicking on the floor, very briefly, and then it stops, and you hear footsteps coming around one of the shelves in the back, and you see a human person making their way around and pulling a cloak over their shoulders. They are hunched, like with a pretty severe like hunchback. They're hunched over slightly. They have long gray hair, and they make their way around. Yes. Who are you?
Oh, well, we were sent here by Razel to ask you some questions about an item we're looking for.
Ah, I see. Well, if she vouches for you, fine, come in. Shut the door behind you. I don't want the floor getting wet.
Oh, right. Closes the door behind him.
He fixes the cloak a little bit.
Takes off his shoes and everything.
Right. My name is Sean. Well, what can I assist you with?
Right. We were wondering if you knew something about the alicorn.
Ah, you are not the first person to ask me about that, even today. Sargash was back once again, making a mess. Anyway, yes, I have one here for safekeeping.
Oh, cool. We need it so we can help the people here in the castle, to unfreeze what's going on here.
I see. Ah, so you've discovered the cauldron then.
Well, we didn't get an up close look at it because there was a Jabberwock right by it. But
I see. Well, I suppose I could release the alicorn into your care. I'm sorry. How do you find yourselves here?
It's a really long story. I'll try to summarize it. At a carnival, magic mirror, went through the mirror, ended up in the Feywild, fought one hag, kicked her ass. She went away to her other sister. We found that sister, kicked both of their asses, and then they fled to the third sister, and then we kicked all three of their asses, and then they fled here, and then we followed them here, and then we came into the castle, and now we have to fight a dragon and fix the magic to freeze Ibelna because she's the patron of a bunch of people, and they haven't been able to contact her because she's frozen from the hags, the coven. Was that?
Makes
Did I do good?
Yeah,
Was that
that was it. You
like
covered
the
it all.
gist?
I
Okay.
think that was everything. Yeah.
I see. That's quite the tale.
We're not mercenaries. We're just college students. We just kind of happened upon this thing, and I don't really foresee us being able to go home until we finish it. So
Don't worry, dear. You do not give off the mercenary vibe.
thank you.
I do not mean that as an insult.
Oh, well, thanks.
Right. Okay. Well, I suppose then, yes, if you truly need it, if you're really going to be able to undo this, you think?
That's what we're hoping.
Not really sure how the alicorn works at the cauldron. If you could point us, if you have any ideas. I don't know if I just want to like throw it in or touch it, or if there's an incantation.
I'm not really sure myself.
Okay. It was worth a try.
It's actually why I find myself in here. Normally I would be downstairs in the library, not up here, but I've been trying to do some research, essentially to figure out how to undo all of this. But if you've got an inkling, I suppose we could use the assistance. Sean pulls back part of the cloak, and as they reach into a pocket, like a deep pocket in there, you can see something moving slightly, sort of on their back, and extending very briefly out and sort of holding the cloak back for them is this long pointed, like almost like like an insect leg of some kind that kind of holds the cloak back for them. They search around in the pocket, and then the leg retracts and they pull the cloak back down as they pull a unicorn horn out. Now, these are difficult to come by in the best of times, so if you're going to use it in some way, just please be sure before you do. Really only got one shot.
Okay. We'll do our best. Also, you can help us if you tell us which book in the library do you think could point us in the right direction how to use it.
That I'm not entirely sure about. I had made a list, actually, of a few books I was looking for. Some of them research, some treatises, some of them fiction, but something maybe that I had hoped might mention this kind of magic. I can give you the list if you like. If you'd like to help me search through, all the books should be in here. It's just a matter of finding them.
Do we have time to do it?
Looks towards Snicker Snack and Law.
Law, you just hear.
Listen, I can read real fast.
Okay. All right. I suppose with all of us, it will take much less time. And anything on the high shelves, if you need help reaching, let me know. Gray can fetch them for you.
Thank you very much. All right, well, I guess let's get to work.
All right. You see Sean walk over to one of the walls now that they're a little more comfortable with you. They stand up straight. no longer sort of hunching over, and they take the cloak off and hang it, and dismounting, essentially, climbing off of their back and clicking onto the floor is a giant wolf spider.
Oh.
Pardon.
They're about to tell me they were like 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
That would have been extremely
Mhm.
funny.
I was something along those lines.
Pardon. This is Gray. He's shy.
Nice to meet you both.
Gray, kind of, you can see the big spider eyes kind of looking at all of you, kind of taking you all, and then it just kind of clicks 2 front legs on the floor, and then skitters off and climbs up one of the bookshelves and starts looking through books.
I'm gonna do some research.
Yep.
I can show you guys what they look like. Well, I can show you what Sean looks like.
I've seen a book before, man.
I can show you guys what books look like. That's not it.
What? That's what a book looks like.
That's a good book.
Just do a screenshot of this weirdo. I love Sean and Gray.
Oh, I thought you said Greg. Okay.
There they are.
Look at the
Oh, I
creepy little
love this
legs.
man. Look at
Look
this.
at them go.
I love
at
him.
him.
I love him. A weirdo that pretends to be a hunchback so they can take care of their shy spider companion.
That's
Oh.
amazing.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Yeah, so again, Gray, he doesn't speak, but does understand you, actually understands several languages at this point, and is probably the best one to get. He knows the library even better than I do, so he'll help. And
Thank you, Greg.
Gray has taken like 2 books off the shelf and is like holding them in between spider legs and is like he's flipping through like 2 books at the same time up on one of the shelves, like scanning through them. Right, well, here's the list. I suppose let's get to work. And as he hands you all a list of 7 or 8 books, that is where we will have to leave off for today. So we have come to the end of our time. I will send you guys the list of books here in a little bit. Somebody remind me.
Hey.
That's gonna do it for us today. A lot happened.
a lot happened.
Yeah.
Wow. We're getting there. We're getting into the end game. I think we got a couple more of these, I think, and that's gonna be it, depending on what you guys do and how you handle it. Yeah. Thanks for playing, everybody. Let's do stars and wishes really quick.
I can go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I stole it. My
Yoinked.
star is gonna go to /Val for the Vorpal sword reaction. That was really funny.
I mean, it's
It
been
took 2 full seasons,
months.
essentially. It's been so long.
months since I knew this was going to happen.
I'm so happy it
And
happened.
And it was like session 2 that I
Yeah,
think I
one of the
first
Vorpal
made
sword.
the joke about wanting a Vorpal sword.
And it was
Yep.
there the whole time. It
It
was
was
in the
there
heart
the
of the
whole
cards.
time.
We found it.
Just need to
It was
believe.
just really fun, and the reaction was also hilarious. Your face was funny, and then the running around the room, that was just great. I think we all felt the excitement in that moment.
Yep.
And then my wish is going to be to fight a dragon and win and not die and not get. Mostly my wish is to never be charmed again because that was really scary. That
Sorry.
made that combat so terrifying for me, especially when everybody's health points got really low and
Oof.
Yeah, that
rough.
was
It
scary.
was rough.
Damien
Yeah,
and
it was very
Willoughby were
scary.
both very close to single
Yeah.
digits.
Yep.
Yeah, that was very scary.
You know,
But that's
almost
me.
died. Thanks,
I
Rachel.
almost died.
Who else?
I got my star. My star was gonna go to Val for their reaction to the Vorpal sword. But my star is also gonna go to Rachel. Just big brain galaxy brain moment ever. Cause I was looking at her because there was this moment where she just fell silent completely. And I look at her and I see her eyes widen and she's like, but wait, what? Just seeing her process it in her brain was just tickled me, and I loved it because I was like, oh, she's thinking something. What's she doing? What's she doing? Come on, let's just say what you gotta say. Let's go. So I was really excited to see that.
I was just
little
like, it
brain
can't be this
process going.
simple. It can't be this
Yeah.
simple. It can't be.
Sometimes it is.
It was
Sometimes
just
it is.
great. It was just a really great moment.
Sometimes you get there on your own.
Yeah. My wish. I want to fight this dragon. That's my wish. I want to fight this dragon.
Luckily for you, so does Snickersnack.
Yeah.
He hates dragons. Wants to
That's
kill
me.
them. Thanks, Wally.
Snickersnack's gonna bully us into fighting this dragon.
Only evil dragons, though. He only wants to kill evil dragons.
Yeah.
Rob, if you're speaking, I cannot hear you.
Oh no.
There you are.
Plot twist. We're gonna find out. This is how we find out that Jabberwock's not evil.
That
We're
would
gonna
be
get
something.
there and be ready to fight, and Snickersnack's gonna be like, "Wait, nah,
Nah, dude.
no,
No.
no, this is my friend.
That's my bud, the Jabberwock.
We go way back."
Now I need to scroll up in chat and see the googly-eyed.
Oh, the googly
Jabberwock.
Jabberwock is so good. All right. Who else? Who else wants to go? One of you has to.
I'll go. My star is gonna go to boy, oh boy, there's a lot of good stuff. I don't usually do like combat stars, but I'll do it for Willoughby because really did have some really cool uses of the really cool use of the echo during the fight. It's not a class that I've seen much of, and it was very fun to see Willoughby getting creative and Rob getting creative with that. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I felt like that gif of the woman like seeing all the text and everything. And I was just like, "Wait, how can I use my action economy?"
Yeah.
You guys were all really galaxy brain today.
We had to. We had to.
It was awesome.
I was gonna die.
You were gonna.
And my wish is just get to shenanigans with my new best sword friend.
Awesome. That can be arranged. Thanks, Val.
Welcome.
Rob, it's up to you.
Oh God, here I go. My star goes to Val, but like, namely Dutch. They call him Clutch Dutch.
Clutch Dutch.
I love that
One punch Dutch.
One Punch Dutch. That was so. It was just such a great moment in general. So yeah.
Dutch punching Kellic in the back of the head and effectively ending the combat was not what I had on my bingo card.
I
But it was
love it.
so funny.
I just see it in my head so vividly as the most like unceremonious slap, and then Kellic just goes flying and slaps into the wall and falls over.
We've been having this epic fight with moonbeams and lightning bolts.
Yeah, after
and
all of
switch it,
that,
and then Dutch
like-
just runs up and boom,
Yeah, just
punches in the back of the head.
Was that
Right
the thing
over.
that was like giving you guys trouble? Like, just I
Yeah.
love it.
Bad
I'll
wizard,
handle
not wizard. Whack.
It's so good. And then my wish is that, you know what, I'm gonna manifest this. I wish that the Jabberwock isn't actually evil, and this is like a huge heel turn. Like, just what?
Uh-oh, John.
Yeah, it's like, well, what do we do? So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for playing today. I was glad to finally be back to it. Unfortunately,
Thank you for the game.
next weekend I will be traveling. So we will be off next Saturday, but we should be back to our regular schedule starting in February, which I'm very excited for. The holidays are great, and we all had some lovely time off. I'm excited to be back to doing this every week. So we'll see you in 2 weeks for this. The channel is going to be quite quiet for the next week or so, as Val and I are the main GMs, and we're both doing some traveling over the next week. So we'll be quiet. And we may have a couple of video game streams in the meantime, but otherwise, join our Discord, so you can keep up with all of our stuff. Follow us on social media, and in the meantime, go check out our YouTube. We're in the process of getting that caught up, so you can watch all of our previous episodes over there. We've got tons of content, hours and hours and hours of just absolute nonsense you can watch. So yeah, do that, and we'll see you soon. Everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. For those of you that are out in the horrible Arctic blast, we're feeling it. So stay safe, stay warm, take care of yourselves. We love you. We will see you soon. Until then, good game. Thanks, everybody, and good night, Internet.